from Fenway Park here in Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Here's Justin Smoke now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Chopper to short. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marcus Stroman is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Hernandez comes on now, and he has it 1 down. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy hit over 340 last year. An incredible season. I watched him one day take a ball to left field, then he took one to right field, then he took one back up the middle.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
That one just kept going and going. You won't see many long balls hit farther than that this season, and as Showtrack tells us, it carried a projected 460 feet. That's big boy territory.
And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Now batting, Xander Bogaerts. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's collected 11 hits in 31 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Behind 0-2 now. One and 2 to the Boston shortstop.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. And this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The second baseman.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
First baseman, number 23.
Into the box, number 23, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Richard in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's had success, 6 for 14. Richard moves over, and that ends the inning. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Number 44.
Launches a fastball right there for strike one.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, Christmas come early for the batter right there. Down 0-2, and he gets a cookie middle cut. The pitcher's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Tellez aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's fouled away. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Still 1-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on. All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
The next 0-2. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Bradley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
So striding in, Jackie Bradley Jr.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-2. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
A little roller toward the hole. Drury has it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Here it comes, 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. And they will get... No! He's in there. A very close play at first.
The designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out in the inning into an infield single.
Here's the 1-0. And he takes a called strike 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Stroman comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Devers stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Line drive to center field. Hernandez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he... At the plate, Freddie Galvis, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Popped into the air, back behind second. Holt over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 9.
Now at the plate, Danny Jansen.
Number 9.
In there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Jansen stands at first with 1 out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2. Now this is slowly hit to short. Probably too slowly to get 2. Hope for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1-0 the count. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled off. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and the inning is over. Blue Jays. Here's Brock Holt now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Richard on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, number 23. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front
Now
shoulder
batting,
in,
catcher.
kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In there, a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's Mookie Betts. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the throw in gets away from him. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Striding in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center, and he will get there to make the running play. And At the plate, Justin Smoke. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Smoke, a 32-year-old veteran. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Justin Smoke goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Next to bat for Toronto, Rendell Grichuk comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0, and he fouls this one off.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Outside, 2-1. Three and 1 to Martinez.
Well, ball 3 there, and you know the Sox would love to start an inning. Hey, a leadoff walk would be a great thing right now.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
He froze him on the fastball there. J.D. Martinez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Runner at first following the error. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Brock Holt. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Stroman comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone into the monster seats. Thomas Pannone answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Softly hit toward the hole. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Coming to the plate now, number 13. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a ball, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. Popped him up. Vasquez over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen. He reached on a single in his first try. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's 1 away. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted the other way to left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
The batter, the designated hitter, J.D.
Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Brandon Drury will bat next. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with
hit high and deep out to left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Number 27.
Stepping into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling. Now to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Stepping in now, Justin Smoke.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Guerrero, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Digging in once again, Xander Bogaerts.
For the Red Sox, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First offering on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in now, Brock Holt. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Hernandez will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Now striding in, number 23. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We're through 6 full. It's the Red Sox 7, the Jays nothing. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Randall Grichuk.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Striding into the box to Oscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Hit down the 3rd base line. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays so far. High and deep to right center. Back goes Betts at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Long throw to 3rd. But he is in there. With a triple.
Left fielder, Gordon Gurriel.
Ready for another shot now, number 13. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Stepping in for the Jays, Freddie Galvis. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So digging in and looking for more. Christian Vasquez is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. In there, 0-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hernandez going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. Drilled to the left side. Galvis is there. Galvis, great stop. What a play. Well, let's get another look at that diving play on show track. Obviously a great job just to get the glove on it, and perhaps just as impressive was the throw to first. He got a lot behind that ball to nab the runner up the line. Galvis has it. Oh, what a stop. Touche, sir. Up next is Danny Jansen. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. Fouled away. The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is in off the plate. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name. Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. Last time through was a base hit.
No left fielder, Andrew.
And he fouls this one off. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Galvis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
That's for the Red Sox.
Ready for another chance. J.D. Martinez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Now batting, third baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch to first. Galvis out on to smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. In now, Rendell Grichuk starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now
at the plate, number 13. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he gets ahead 0-1. And it's fouled away. Grichuk, base runner at first with 1 out. Popped him up. Number 23 has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in, Freddie Galvis. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 7-0 shutout final today.
The final line.